Good day folks. In this video I will walk you through the installation of Hortonworks cluster by using local repository. So here I am going to install HDP 2.5.3 and this is the software information, and I am working with Ambari 2.4.0 and HDP 2.5.3 and HDP utils 1.1.0.21. So this is about the software information, and I have to download the Ambari, HDP and HDP utils from Hortonworks website. And I just summarize the steps that I am going to do here. So first I need to create 3 virtual machines. So I am going to create them in my VMware. So I have VMware workstation installed and I am going to create 3 virtual machines and with operating system CentOS 6.4. You can use any Linux distribution that is supported by Hortonworks. Okay, you can refer the documentation and see what are the supported Linux distribution. It support Red Hat, CentOS, then Ubuntu and SUSE. So I have selected 6.4. So once we have installed and created the virtual machines, so we have to complete certain prerequisites like VM swappiness, then edit etc host, then update the network configuration properly, then transparent huge page disable, then SE Linux disable, IP config disable, firewall we have to disable. So these are some prerequisites you need to do on all these machine. Then we have to download that repositories, those tar files from Hortonworks website, and create local repositories for Ambari and HDP and HDP utils. So once that is done, we can install Ambari server on one machine and agents on all the nodes. So then we have to do certain configurations for Ambari server, and also Ambari agent files we need to update and to point it to correct Ambari server machine. So after that we can start Ambari server as well as the agent. So once it is started, then we can continue the installation from Ambari web console. So Ambari server IP address :8080, that is the port which Ambari uses. Okay, so these are the steps. So let me go to do this one by one. So first thing I'm going to do here is, so I'll open my VMware workstation. So you can download and install a VMware workstation trial version. So for long-term user you require a license, but you can use VMware workstation also, or any virtualization software is also okay. What we need is, we just need 3 virtual machines to create. So I'll open file, new virtual machine, then typical configuration. Then so I have downloaded the CentOS image file. Okay, so you can download the CentOS image file from the website, CentOS website. So I have already downloaded and kept it in some directory. So let me go to the directory. So install bits under OS image. So this is the one which I downloaded. Okay, continue, then use the username, okay, so let me choose some other username. And username and the password. So this VMware tool will create a user with this name and this password. Okay, and where you want to create this virtual machine. So if you create when we create the virtual machine, it will create some files. Okay, so you can choose the directory where you have enough space. Okay, so I'll be choosing some directory. Okay, so I have one directory and create a folder here with master. Okay, so this is the directory, and the name I'm naming as master. Then continue, and maximum disk size. So so I'm selecting as 40 gig, then choose the default, split into multiple file size, then finish. So it takes some time and do the installation automatically. Okay, so okay, so I'll just walk you through the installation process once, then we do the same step for the remaining nodes also. So we need to create multiple nodes. So here I'm going to create 3 machines. So installation just started. Okay, so it started installing the software, and it's started formatting the file system. So again it takes some time. Okay, so we'll wait some time. Okay, I think it started installing the packages. So again it also take some time, so the one installation may take around 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so it has to finish the installation of 908 packages. So I think the installation is about to finish. So it's completed almost all the packages. Okay, so it's doing some post installation, then after that it do a reboot. Similarly, I'm going to create 2 more instances as node 1 and node 2. So now I have completed installation of operating system on all the 3 machines. Then I can log in here. So use the same password which I used earlier while creating the machine. So do it on all the 3 machines. Okay, so I don't want this graphical window. I can turn off this so that I can save some memory. So I'm going to turn off that here. So right click. I think it's still loading, take some time. Okay, so right click and open terminal, switch to root, use the same password which we have used earlier, then vi/etc init tab. Okay, and go to the end. So 5, replace this 5 with the 3, then do a reboot. Similarly, do the same setup for other machines also. Use the same password, vi/etc init tab. Okay, so I think it's not having sudo privilege. Use the password /etc init tab. Change the run level to 3. Save this and do a reboot. Okay, so once it is booted, so it will be mostly booted into text mode or run level 3. So you can turn off the machine and do edit and change the settings. So you can increase the RAM little bit. So I added 4 gig for my master and 3 gig each for node 1 and node 2. So now I can start these machines after changing the RAM settings. So I'm just starting this one by one. Okay, so node 1, then node 2 also starting. Okay, so these 3 nodes will start in text mode. So now we have got 3 virtual machines, master and node 1, and we'll do login to this system and make a note of this IP address. Okay, so we'll connect this one by one. So 192.168.232.129, then 130, and then 132. So let's connect from using putty. So 192.168, 232, 129. Okay, so open, use the credential, root, then use the password, then use the second one, 192.168.232. Second is 130. And node 2, the IP is 132. So 192.168.232. Okay, so now I am able to connect to these machines from outside using putty. So next we will do the prerequisites part one by one. So first we will have to assign the host names. Okay, so take the master, so open the file /etc sysconfig network. So replace this localhost.domain with master.hadoop.com. So go to the node 1, do the same thing, /etc sysconfig network, change the name as so node1.hadoop.com. Then third one, sysconfig network, this is so node2.hadoop.com. Okay, so let's do a reboot of these machines so that it will come with a new host name. Okay, so reboot this one and reboot the third machine. So now I have connected these machines back, so all are up and running now. So now I have to update etc host file. Okay, so get IP address. Okay, so this is the IP address of this machine. Sorry, host name hyphen. Okay, so this will not work. Okay, no problem. So vi/etc host, then add this entry. So this is master.hadoop.com and host name is master. Similarly, we have to add the other machines host name and IP. So this is 30. So it's node1.hadoop.com, node1, and take the third machine. IP address is this one. Then node1.hadoop.com, node1. So take these entries and update it across all the nodes. So we'll go to node1 and open etc host and add this line. So go to the last node. Okay, so I have updated host information also. So now from master, so I need to ping node 1, then node 2, I think. So node 2 is 132. Okay, slash etc host. Oh sorry, this I have to change it to node 1, node 2. So every node I need to change that. So by mistake I edited that and I gave the name as node 1 itself. So in node 2 etc host, so here I need to change this node 1 as node 2, here also. That's it, save it. So from master I would be able to node 2 node 1, that's it. So now we can do the remaining prerequisites. So I have saved all those prerequisites here. Okay, so what I am doing here is so I need this THP enabled. Okay, so THP I have to disable. So what I need is I need to execute this one. So I have written in everything in a script. Okay, so that includes VM subnet settings, IP table turn off, then NTPD turn on. So these things. So I'm just copying these lines and pasting here. So this will do the prerequisites. So do it from here also. So next thing what I'm going to do here is I'm downloading JDK 1.8 or 1.7, whatever the version. So you can go to the Google and search for JDK downloads, and that will reach you to this page. Okay, so Java development kit, accept this license and download this 64-bit tar.gz file. Okay, so that takes some time to download. So after downloading, you can transfer these files to your machine by using WinSCP or any transfer tool. Okay, so I'm trying to transfer it to this machine. Okay, so this the username is root and the password is password. Let me connect that machine. Yes, fine. Install bits, then JDK. Okay, so I have this JDK, I'm copying that. So again it takes some time because it has to copy to that remote machine. So similarly we have to copy the same files to all other machines. So either we can do SCP from master to nodes, or we can copy using WinSCP itself. Okay, I'm doing this same copy operation to other nodes also. So next thing what I'm going to do is I'm just trying to unzip and copy this JDK to some location. So let me create a directory mkdir/user/java. So I'm creating this directory. So same directory so need to be created on node 1 and node 2 also. Okay, node 1 and node 2. Okay, so let me do an unzip tar/zx vf jdk and -c, and this is the location where I am going to unzip. So this will unzip and keep that file in /user/java. So do the same thing across other machines also. So now we have jdk under slash user java jdk. So this directory you can see bin directory, and under bin we have java compilers and other. So this is the location you need to remember. So next thing is we need to download this Ambari and HDP repos. For that, go to this docs.cloudera.com. Okay, so not docs.cloudera, docs.hotandworks.com. Okay. So open this URL. So here select the version of Ambari you want to install. So if you want to do 2.4.2 or 2.5 is the latest, you can do that also. So I will show you that as part of upgrade process. Then click this Ambari installation and okay. So installing Ambari, where you have a set up Ambari repository. I think it's not here. One second. Okay, so obtaining local repository, select this link. Okay, so obtain the repositories. So here you have two options, Ambari repositories and HDP repositories. Select these two. So Ambari repositories you will have to download with this link. So here I am using CentOS, that's why I need to download this one. And HDP, whatever HDP 2.5 or 2.4, based on that, so I need to download HDP as well as HDP utils also. Okay, so these star files I need to download. So I have already downloaded that file. So next what I am doing here is, so I am transferring these files to one of my node, master node, so where I am hosting my packages. Okay, so I'm making this server as my repo server. For that I need to install httpd service. Okay, so it's trying to download and install this package. So I used m-y install httpd. Then I need to turn on that service, and then I need to start. Okay, so now next part is I need to uncompress these files Ambari, HDP and HDP utils to slash my web server directory tar zxvf Ambari, then -c /var www html. Okay, so it will take some time to unzip, and finally under /var www html you will have a directory with Ambari 2.4.20. Similarly, unzip the other files HDP and HDP utils the similar way, tar zxvf HDP -2.5.0 /var www html. So do HDP and HDP utils as well. Similarly, unzip these files and place it under /var www html location. vf -c /var www html. Okay, so your /var www html directory looks like this. So you have Ambari 2.4.0. You can verify this web server, whether web server is working or not, from this web browser. So open the browser, http:// then select one directory, either so you should be able to view the contents if your web service is properly up and running. So otherwise you have to troubleshoot that. Okay, so let me do a reboot. So before testing, so I'm just rebooting all my machines one by one, because after completing my prerequisites, So I have not rebooted, so let me reboot it, then try. So now I can check this IP address and this directory and open in a web server and slash this one. Yes, now I'm able to view the contents. That means my web-based repository is working. Then inside this is the directory. So you go to the directory till you find a repo data. Okay, so copy this URL. Now we can create a repository, Ambari repo directory, a file. So go to this one, etc. Okay, you can go to this directory /etc m.repos.d and create the file ambari.repo. Okay, vim is not there, so you can use a vi. Then inside that ambari, so name equal to ambari repo, base URL equal to this one, gpg check equal to 0. Then you can do a yum clean all, then yum make cache. Okay, so do the same thing on other nodes also. Open etc yum.repos.d ambari.repo ambari repo base URL. So base URL is the link where we have hosted gpg check. So I'm just disabling gpg check. Then yum clean all, then yum make cache. So going to the third number node, etc yum.repos.d, then ambari.repo ambari. So name equal to ambari repo, base URL equal to this link, gpg check equal to 0. Then do yum clean all, yum make cache. So again it takes some time, so wait till then. So now we have successfully configured local repository for Ambari and HDP also. So we will look into the Ambari server and agent installation and HDP cluster installation in the next video. Thank you. Bye.